Hey guys, it's DarudeLeafStorm here, and I'm here with week 5 of UNPL. This week we are taking on FrostyRandom and their Tuscaloosa Toxic Chains. Frosty is just taken over in UNPL Academy, replacing Hydro, so wishing Hydro all the best in the future. But we get the newcomer in their first week, which I'm excited about. That should be a lot of fun. Frosty seems like a really nice guy, so yeah, definitely looking forward to this one. You can see my team on the left, you can see Frosty's team on the right. So Frosty picked up, kind of dropped a lot of mons and picked up near enough a brand new team with a lot of threats, a lot of threats. But I'm just gonna go through them and then analyze kind of my thought process and how I wanted to deal with these mons. So first off, we got Gouging Fire, which in this gen is slowly becoming a bigger and bigger issue and a bigger monster. I feel like people not necessarily didn't know how to use it at first, but I feel like people are understanding the power that this mon has to just easily just sit in front of mons and set up and win. So I have a couple of things for this. I think I need a lot of breakers. So yeah, next up is Tera Revavroom, which is one of the best Tera captains in draft, period. So gone for poison, ground and fire. I think all these Tera captains make sense. Tera's hype, sorry. I'm very scared of Revavroom. It can easily get very out of hand very quickly. Next up, we've got Toadscruel, a nice support mon. I've used Toadscruel before. It's a very nice mon to have. A solid ground type as well. Urshifu-Rapid, which is just wild. Yeah, this mon is on his team. Very scared of this mon, but I do feel like I have some mons to check it. Next up, we got Grimmsnarl, which again, it's just screens, support. But I have seen like banded sets before do work. It could be bulk up, which I don't think is terrible into my team, to be honest. I have a lot of physical presence, so I don't think bulk up's necessarily bad into me. But I think T-Wave is honestly very strong into me as well. Next up, we got Crocodile. Crocodile's one of those mons that can, you know what I mean, it can come. I feel like it doesn't have the best matchup into me. I think if it does come, it will probably be some sort of lead set. Unless it's like Scarf, Moxie, high horsepower late game. I think it gets high horsepower, I'm sure it does. Next up, we got Tera Belly Bolt with Electric, Water and Grass. Now this actually is a little bit of an issue to my team. I kind of struggle to find ways to break through that mon, but obviously with Revavroom being a potential Tera captain, that one makes kind of more sense, but you could definitely bring both as sort of a secondary either way. Next up, we got Mischievous as a nice little 1-point Terramon with Ghost Fairy and Poison. Yeah, just makes sense. It's a solid mon. It's situational, but it works. It's it's a good one. It's definitely proving its worth this gen, which I'm happy to see. We've got Lycanroc Midday. Lycanroc Midday. A really solid 7-point mon, to be honest. A fast rock type. It's got really good priority. So yeah, a really solid 7-pointer. Next up, we got Metagross, which is terrifying this gen, right? With the access to knockoff, it definitely can be a very big threat. Last up, we got the Rillaboom Baby, Young Thwack, which we always love to see, right? Right, I'm gonna jump straight into my team and show you guys kind of what I brought and the reasons behind it. First off, that went straight on the team was Banded Sneasler. I think Banded Sneasler just punches a hole into Frosty's team. I don't think there's a lot Frosty can really do about it. Banded CC / Dieclaw / Gunk Shot really just tears a hole. Mainly CC, since his ghost type is Mischievous. That's why I've kind of gone for the banded set this week. Yeah, I just think this mon can really punch holes into Frosty's team very early. My kind of plan is to lead with it and kind of see if I get a good matchup right away, potentially against a Toadscruel, potentially against like Crook is a fine one too. So yeah, there's a couple, and the good thing about Band as well is that it 2-hit KOs defensive Belly Bolt, so brilliant. It's just a straight clean 2-hit KO on defensive Belly Bolt, so definitely excited. I think Sneasel has a really solid matchup this week. And you know, I've been bringing Scarfed a lot, but this week, Banded straight up. Obviously, we do have the chance to get stacked on Belly Bolt, but as long as we break through the power and kill Belly Bolt, like, that's worth it in my eyes. This one's only here to break through Frosty's team. It's not here to win the game in the end. But yeah, so we're rocking 192 speed, 252 attack. That speed is enough for Lycan Rock. And then we're rocking 64 HP also, with Poison Touch, obviously. And then next up, we have got Daphne the Palafin. We're rocking Mystic Water this week. It's one of my favourite items to use on this mon, to be honest. We're rocking Flip Turn, Wave Crash, Jet Punch, Zen Headbutt. Just max speed, max attack this week. Again, I think this one's really solid into Frosty's team. I think Jet Punch late game is really solid as one of my endgame options. And yeah, Mystic Water Wave Crash does not have a lot to switch into that either. Obviously, the grass types being Toedscruel and Thwacky, and then his dragon being also part fire type. Palafin has a really strong matchup, so my offense is already looking really good into Frosty's team. But obviously, with so many threats, settled threats like Gouging Fire, Tera, Revavroom, and then breakers like Urshifu-Rapid, very scary. So I am going to have to find a way to kind of navigate around those. So yeah, we've got Zen Headbutt there for the Urshifu. Obviously, it does a really solid chunk to Urshifu once I get it chipped. So yeah, like I said, I think this one with a Jet Punch late game looks really, really solid in the Frosty's team. Next up, we've got the Backbone, we've got Thugs. This week on the leftovers with Overcoat, Body Press, Volt Switch, Rapid Spin Reflect, 248 HP, 184 defense, 76 SPDF. 76 SPDF plus leftovers means I am full hit KO'd by non-invested Toedscruel Earth Power, which is nice because Body Press does a really nice chunk to it. Reflect is there because if you look at Frosty's team, there's a lot of physical attackers, right? There's not a lot of special offense, not really a special breaker at all, unless it brings like Specs Belly Ball or like offensive Toedscruel, but even then Toedscruel's offensive stats are not the best. So yeah, definitely wanted to bring Reflect to kind of help out, mitigate that. Obviously it doesn't work with Urshifu in terms of the Surging Strikes, but I do have an answer to that. So I do like Reflect on this one. I think it can really come in handy, especially with stuff like METAGROSS. Since this is my main switch into Toedscruel, METAGROSS becomes a little bit of an issue. So yeah, definitely like this list set this week. Spin is obviously there just to get rid of hazards. I think my team really thrives without hazards on this team. It allows me to run more offensive items, which is great. It's what I need sometimes to get a bit more breaking potential. Next up, we've got Overcoat there, obviously, for Sport 2 on Toedscruel. Next up, we have got Cameron the Raging Bolt. We're rocking 176 HP, 252 defense, 76 special attack, and 4 special defense. Now, I believe this set, I can't remember what the HP and defenses were, but obviously the max defense with HP is to take on Raging Bolt a bit better. Yeah, I can't remember what my reasoning was for the 76 special attack, but I have a feeling it was to like 2-hit KO Croakwood Draco. I feel like I would do anyway. Anyway, so we've got Thunderclap there, obviously for offensive threats like the Urshifu. This is my main Urshifu answer. If it's like Banded, it does a lot to Raging Bolt, but obviously I can threaten back with the Thunderclap. I've got Volt Switch for Momentum, and I've got Draco because I just dropped one on Frosty's team and it looks really, really solid here. Obviously with the Fairy being Grimmsnarl, it's quite easy to Volt on, so definitely appreciating that as well. And then I'm rocking Rest as my final move. This is because of the Belly Bolt. Obviously Belly Bolt having access to Rest, Toxic, sorry. We kind of get into a little bit of a stalemate with that Belly Bolt. With it having Slack Off and me not having reliable recovery, it can very easily 1v1 Raging Bolt, and that's something that I kind of want Raging Bolt to switch into a little bit, so I like the Rest just as a final move, really. I didn't really need anything else on this mon, so yeah, I like Rest here. So that's my defensive Raging Bolt this week. Next up we have got Petunia holding the Life Orb again this week. With Triage, obviously, is the ability, Draining Kiss, Tera Blast, Pollen Puff, and Calm Mind with Tera Ground. This Mon is going to be my designated cleaner. I think it has a really solid matchup here. Tera Ground plus Pollen Puff, Ground Coverage, and Draining Kiss. In the late game does really well. The only Mon that I really need properly weakened, I need Toadstool like a little bit weakened, and then obviously like potential AV Metagross, and then Belly Ball. Those are the only ones that really threaten me here. So I've got 160 defense just to take those physical hits a little bit better. I've got 156 special attack, 8 special defense, and I've got 184 speed timid. This is enough speed to outspeed Revavroom. I was gonna like sort of do a little creeping action, but I just thought Revavroom's such a threat, I'd rather just guarantee outspeed it. No questions asked. Tera Ground Revavroom is a little bit scary, to be honest, obviously, with me not being able to hit it super effectively. Ooh. Sorry. Yeah, not being able to hit it super effectively, but I mean, Tera Blast Ground, even to Tera Ground, Revavroom still does a tremendous amount with the Life Orb, especially at +1. So, yeah, I think Comfy has a really good matchup again this week. Again, the only issues being what I highlighted, just a couple of things needing chipping, and then I think Comfy can really go in this week. So we'll see. Last up, another backbone to the team. We have got Tinglu, Lady Things the Tinglu, all in the leftovers for that reliable recovery, with Earthquake, Ruination, Whirlwind, and Spikes. Pretty standard, bog standard Tinglu. But I've got 248 HP, 116 defense, 68 special defense, and 76 attack. The 76 attack, I actually can't remember what this is here for. I think it was 2 KO Gouging Fire, maybe something along those lines, like defensive Gouging Fire. I feel like it would take that though. Maybe it's just Gouging Fire in general, but yeah. So I've got Ruination. Ruination's my chipping tool this week. It's such a strong move, so why wouldn't I bring it? Whirlwind. It's just to phase out a potential Revavroom if Tinglu's so weakened that I can't just click Earthquake twice on it. Yeah, it's just a potential phase out a couple of his setup threats, like a DD Gouging Fire. Like if it's defensive DD Gouging Fire, Ruination into Whirlwind's always a pretty solid play. Yeah, just a really solid backbone one this week. I probably shouldn't have ended on this one because it's one of the more basic ones, but yeah, again, just a defensive backbone. That 68 in special defense to kind of help out with Belly Bolt a little bit, as that one is a bit annoying for my team. But yeah, I'm really happy with the 6 I brought. I think I have a really solid chance of winning this game. I think Banded Sneasler could just punch holes into Frosty's team. Same with Palafin later on. And I think my defense is really good into Frosty's team. But, you know, I'm expecting Urshifu, I'm expecting Gouging, I'm expecting Revavroom, I'm expecting Belly Ball, I'm expecting Toadstool, and METAGROSS, probably the 6 that I would pick. I think all of which are really solid. I think Grimmsnarl can come too for those priority T-Waves. If it's like T-Wave Bulk Up Spirit Break, that could be really annoying. But yeah, we'll just see how we get on. So I'll let you guys get into the battle, but thank you so much for watching the Teambuilder and enjoy the game.
Hey guys, it's DarudeLeafStorm here, and I'm here with UNPL Week 5. This week we are taking on a newcomer in the league. We're taking on FrostyRandom, I believe their username is, and Frosty brings all the threats, including the Thwacky, which I'm unironically scared of because that one's actually a threat to me. But Sneasler just goes in, man. He's brought no defense. Frosty's the coach of the Tuscaloosa Toxic Chains, which is a sick logo, by the way. Yeah, I mean, Comfy looks good once METAGROSS is weakened a bit. That +1, it should KO near enough everything. Do I just want to lead Sneasler? I think I do. I don't see what lead kind of counteracts me, to be honest. So I think I'm just going to lead with the Sneeze. Just going to lead with it. Maybe I should have led Fori, but oh well. What I'm expecting this game, I'm expecting Tera Fire, Revavroom probably, but Ground is also fine. I think Ground is also fine to my team, but I'm expecting Fire. Toad School I'm expecting to be like some sort of AV variant, which we do see Beerus lead off. This is the Gouging Fire. Do we see an item? No item. Are you going to be Scarf? Sneasler versus Gouging. So if he's Jolly, Earthquake does kill me. So it's whether I want to risk that turn 1. I mean, I do have a full HP Teambuilder in the back. So I think I'm just going to use that to my advantage. It's not going to, yeah, I'm just going to use that in the early game. I don't want to risk Sneasler for no reason. I probably should have just led Tinglu, to be honest. I mean, it had a pretty good lead into near enough everything, but it's okay. We can go into it now. Kind of see what Frosty wants to do here. Goes for Burning Bulwark. Oh, well, I'm glad. But now we know it's not Scarfed, right? That is very scary, actually, for Sneasler. So, nice prep. I like that. I think I want to go for Ruination over Spike to begin with. Or do I want to double? Ooh, do I want to double? No, I don't know how my friend plays yet, Frosty. So I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm just going to stick with what I know. We don't see Belly Bolt, so Sneasler's kind of punish this game. As Tien Shinan comes in, which is the Toad Scroll. I am going to get a Ruination off on this mon, and we can see if it's lefties. No lefties. Okay. Earth Power, even if like offensive, should never kill Sneasler. And but Sport is an option. I'm going to go out into Fori. It's somewhat of an answer to this mon, so I just want to use that. I don't want to risk Sneasler coming on a Spore or anything like that. So I think Fori is a fine play here. Body Press is pretty free into Frosty's team also. So we see no Urshifu, no Crook, no Lycan Rock. Yeah, that's crazy. But I mean, he had a lot of strong mons, so a lot of combinations made sense. So in comes Slugs. Slugs is in. So Giga Drain comes off. It's not going to do a whole lot. Down to 329. I mean, it did. I feel like it did okay amount. Down to 329. So that did 7% with the Giga Drain. So I know that he's either not invested or very little anyway. So that is good to know. I think I could just fire off a Body Press. It's pretty free to Frosty's team. I could also get up a Reflect, which would be nice. I'm going to go for a Body Press. It scouts damage on things. I'm assuming Gouging Fire is going to come in. It seems like that's sort of an answer. As Beerus does come in, which is the Gouging Fire. That did nothing. That did like 10%. Yeah, so this is like Fizz Death Gouging. Yeah, okay. Fizz Death Gouging. Good to know. Okay, I'm going to go right back to Tinglu. Might go for a Willow. But I can kind of play this game for now into the early goings. I'm assuming this is Boots along with Toadscruel. That would be my guess anyway. It could also be Helmet on this mon. So we'll see. We'll see how we get on. How much does Sneasler do to this? So if he's defensive, that chip actually might make a difference in us turret KOing this mon or not. So it's down to 9%. I just want to see what move this goes for real quick before I... Breaking Swipe! Interesting! I love this set. This is such a great set. What the hell? Yeah, so it looks like Sneasler now guaranteed 2 hit KOs this mon, which is brilliant. I think I want to go for just an Earthquake. I think Earthquake's fine now, actually. I could get up a... I'm going to get up a spike. I'm going to get up a spike. I can scout boots on this mon. I can scout boots on Cruel as well. It goes for another burning... Oh, goes for the burning bulwark, which is the protect move, right? So that's fine. I do get up a spike for free on this turn, which is lovely. And I'm just going to click Whirlwind, I think. Or I might just Ruinate again. Does the spin really matter? I don't think it does. I'm gonna go for a Ruination. I'm gonna go for the Ruination. At the end of the day, like, Okay, so withdraws. Out into Zamasu, that's new. So that's Thwack. Young Thwack is in. Okay. Thwacky, thwacky, thwacky. Love me some Thwackster. You don't get anything that can touch Sneasler, however, so I think I am just gonna go out into that. I think I need Fori's also a switch in, but I think I'm gonna try and force a kill. Wacky. Woodham's actually doing a lot of damage, like a lot. So maybe I should have gone Fori, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I want some aggression, so I think U-turn's pretty fine on Frosty's end, however, and like it can only kill me like if you crit Banded. So that is definitely Banded. That did so much damage. So 277, did 13% with a U-turn. That looks like Adamant. That's Adamant Banded Thwack. Okay, good to know. U-turn makes sense. So this is new too. Metagross comes in. Now, do we see lefties? I'm assuming not. No, I don't want to risk Scarfed on this, I don't think. I do have a full HP Fortress in the back, so I don't think there's any reason for me to risk Scarfed here. I could just go out into Fori and click Body Press, so that's completely fine by me. I've got lefties, I've got Grassy Terrain up too, so I'm taking all the HP, all the recovery. Goes for Ice Punch. Hopefully no freeze. I called it, so you know, it's fine. I think I still just sit here and try and ball maybe, or do I? I don't know. I think I want to try one turn and then see what happens after that. As I think he predicted the Tingly to come in, which was a fine play. Ice Punch makes a lot of sense. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Might go out into Revavroom and try and set up Nimbus. Yeah, he's gonna just try and set up with the Revavroom. Makes sense. Makes sense. We do Thor, however, not gonna get that lucky. We do get the body press off. Does a decent chunk. Does a decent chunk. What do I want to do here? What do I want to do to Revavroom? I would like to get Palafin activated. I think Reflect might be a fine play. How much does Tinglu take from a +1 hit from Revavroom? So Tera Ground, let's say +1. It's not doing a tremendous amount to Tinglu. Oh no, yeah, that's a Tinglu. Yeah, so I'm gonna go out into Tinglu. I think for right now it's my my safest play. Obviously my Earthquake is weakened due to the Thwackster's terrain, but yeah. We can kind of see. I'm guessing you're Tera Fire. You see the Tera is off. Is indeed Fire, which means that Comfy Tera's Ground is still looking very nice this game. Just go for the Shift Gear. Okie dokie. I am just going to Whirlwind this mon right out, I think. How much does Earthquake do under terrain, actually? Yeah, it didn't do an awful... Oh, terrain's down, right? That was terrain down. I don't see any terrain. It doesn't look like there's terrain up. No, I'm just overthinking it. So I am just going to go for Earthquake now then. It's pretty free. I think it actually might just kill this. Yeah, Tingloo should just kill this. Depending if I get... It looked like it might be a roll depending on the investment. Also could be Shuka. But we can scout that. It was a Temper Flare. Let's see how much this is doing. There's not a lot to Tingloo. This mod is so bulky, and we do see the Shuka Berry. Okay, I like it. I don't think... I mean, Tingloo lives another, which is lovely. We're going to get some lefties back too. So... I'm just going to click Earthquake again. I don't see any real reason not to. And that means Revavroom, the threat, is taken care of. Withdraws. Okay, that's fine. Are we going to see Thwackster come in? Zamasu, which is the Thwackster. Okay, you're adamant banded Thwackster. I know this now. I am going to go out into Fori. As you do get an Earthquake up, it's not going to do a whole lot at all. Thwackster's too good. However, I do have a full HP Fori. I am going to get lefties and terrain back from Tingloo, which is lovely. And right now, it's just a very defensive start to the game. I can go out into Raging Bolt and probably just kill this one with Helmet. But I have Fori here for a reason, right? So I may as well use it to that reason. I would like to get Reflect up too. I think that would be very nice to have. It was a very just like slow start to the game. But Adamant Banded Thwacky is a threat. A threat! But luckily, I do have Fortress. Come on, thugs, get in here. Let's go for the U-turn. Makes sense, makes sense. And I'm assuming the bulky boy Gouging is going to come out. Or Revavroom might come out. Can't count that one out either. That one is still very much a threat. Still very much around. But it is going to take spikes. We'll see. We'll see what our friend decides to bring in here. I'd like to just be able to bring in Sneasler, but I don't know what kind of set that Metagross is, whether it's Scarfed. I know it's not Boots, so I need to still scout that. Did go for Ice Punch. My guess is that it would be AV, but I don't know if I want to guess that, you know? So, I am just going to go right back into Tingloo. I know this is really boring, but I have no real reason not to, right? No real reason not to. How much does Tingloo do in the trigger? 34 to 40. So yeah, it should still kill at this range. Goes for Temper Flare straight up. And yeah, we're going to get some lefties back. I'm glad I decided to go for lefties this game. It's definitely making a huge difference along with the grassy terrain. And Tingloo is just staying so healthy. It's wild. Okay, I am going to go for the Earthquake. Get some damage off on this. If Thwackster comes in, I think it just dies. I'm assuming the Toadscroll is going to come in. Yep. We do see the Toadscroll. Makes sense. This is not going to take a lot from this at all. We get a crit on that too. Did we see Boots? I didn't see. I think it was Boots. Not 100% sure though. Do I want to go back out into Fori? It's the play that makes sense, right? It's the play that makes sense. Sucks! But I need to just get in a position where I can get my Mons in now, you know? I'm going to get Thugs in. And yeah, I was about to say, I'm assuming Spin comes off, which it does. I'm going to reflect or vault. Reflect or vault. Reflect or vault is the question. I think I can reflect. I think I can reflect. He's going to withdraw. What is going on here? Garlic Jr. Who is this? The Grim. The Grimmy Snarl. Okay. Right. I am going to Vault Switch out on you. And we can see what kind of set you are. Young Grimmy Snarl. I'm guessing you're going to be screens. I'm guessing. Yeah, we do see Reflect go up. We are going to vault out. Yeah, I definitely should have just vaulted, I think. What's my play? How much does Draining Kiss do to this one? Confe, 2 Grim, full screens, Kiss, +1, light screen, does not do a lot. I guess if he's just HP invested, does a decent chunk. It's just whether... I'm gonna need to get a Ruination off on this first, so I'm gonna go out and Singlu. I'm gonna click Ruination. I need some chip on this one before I bring in Comfy and start wrecking house. So he's gonna go for the Spirit Break. Shouldn't do too much to me. Oh my god, I get Reflect up too, of course, yeah. I'm gonna get the Ruination off, which is big. That's big for Comfy. I'm gonna get a Spike up, and depending, yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna get my Spike up though. But getting this chip to half HP is massive. So we see Spirit Break, we see Reflect, we see Light Screen. Okay, so that mon should die to Comfey now. So Tien Shinan, which is the Toadstool, comes back in. And I'm gonna get my Spike up. I'm assuming that's just gonna get spun away very quickly. How much does Toadstool even do to me with young Gigatron? Versus Teambuilder. I mean, it might go for Spore or something like that. I'm just gonna go right onto Fori. And then I'm gonna Vault, I think. I think I'm gonna Vault. Actually, he's got Reflect up, so I guess I Body Press first. Withdraw! Okay, doubles! Okay, are we seeing Gouging come in? Yes, I like this. I like this a lot. Okay, we do see his boots also. I like this a lot. Okay. Focus is going to come back in. And Reflect wears off, which is big for them. I'm sorry! Right back out into Tinglu we go. I just can't risk this mon. Bulwark, that move is so annoying for me to deal with my physical threats. All I need in is Comfey now. I need Comfey just in. And I think I can just win, maybe. Okay, I can't mind up. Goes for the Heat Crash, shouldn't do a tremendous amount, to be honest. No, it does not do a lot at all. I do get to just go for the Ruination here on this mon. And I'm just gonna go for that. If it's like max HP, I could do some damage. Okay, we get the Ruination up. And now, I'm gonna go Palafin, right? Let me just double check. Okay, Thwackster comes in. Glide doesn't outspeed Punch, right? But it's how much my regular Palafin does to Thwacky. So I'm only baby. But Daphne is gonna come in. I'm only baby. Ooh! Oh no, you're joking. I'm gonna have to go Furry. I'm gonna go Furry and Volt Switch. So Thugs comes in. I'm guessing Glide is coming out here. Yeah, there's the Glide. Makes sense, makes sense, makes sense. Now we're gonna get right back up to full with Furry. And now I'm gonna Volt. Hopefully the Bulwark one comes in. And potentially, okay, withdraws. What's coming in? Tien Shinan. So that is you. Goes through. Okay, well you block my Volt, which is annoying. Okay, I need a body press on you. I need just a little bit more damage on you. Okay, we get the damage on Toadspur we need. Goes for the spikes. That's fine. I am just going to spin those right away. I'm going to spin those. I don't want to deal with those. Maybe we see the Bulwarkmon come in now. If it does, if it goes for the spin. I go for the spin myself. Okay, let me just look at Frosty's team real quick. We have Sea Knight's boots, by the way. Grass does disappear. Oh, Metagross is still around. So that Mon is the Mon that's kind of stopping me right now. But if I get my Reflect up, I should be okay. Let me go for Reflect. Let me go for Reflect. He's going to withdraw. So Majetta comes in. Which is you. Okay. You're the one I need damage on. Okay. I'm going to press against you. I'm going to press into probably Volt. I don't see you staying in though. So maybe I should just Volt it. So knock off. Okay, gets rid of my lefties. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. We go for the press. Does not do a whole lot, to be honest. Do I want to press again or Volt? I'm going to Volt this time. I'm expecting the Bulwarkmon to come in. Row, row. The doggy. Now that he's knocked me off, anyway. So he's going to withdraw. What are we going to see? Garlic Jr. Okay. That's just as fine, actually. So we are going to Volt. We're going to go out into Comfey. Comfey's in. And I'm going to click Kiss. I don't think I'm going to Tera yet. Triage, priority, bracket. Prankster, priority, bracket. Okay, so I should outspeed. And I get to go for my Draining Kiss. Petunia gets one. No! No way! Don't T-wave me. I'll be so angry. Okay, Torn, that's fine. I can deal with that. I can't believe I didn't kill Petunia, man. Come on. I'm going to Kiss again. And hopefully we actually pick one. No. Okay. I'm guessing this is Metagross. Majetta. It's gonna do like nothing. Looks like that's AB. it looks like that's a V. How much do I need to put this mon in range of this AV? It needs to be at like 45%, so it needs to be just a little bit lower than it is now. Just a little bit. If I bring in Palafin, does anybody have a switch in for that? I shouldn't die to anything. Let's see if it goes for T-Punch. Okay. I'm gonna bring in Palafin. Like I say, I shouldn't die to anything. It goes for the knockoff, so knocks off my Mystic Wall, which is a bit annoying, but that did a lot. That did a lot of damage. Palafin Hero. That did a lot. Is it banded? I think it's banded. 135. I did 60% to me. I think it's banded. This mon's banded. Okay. We know it's banded. So I'm gonna go for the flip. And I'm going to go right onto Thugs. I feel like that knockoff did not do that much to Thugs though. Well, let's go for it again. That did a lot that time, you see. Okay, I'm gonna reflect. And hopefully, now everything's in range of Comfey. But we shall see. We shall see what happens. So it's gonna withdraw. What are we gonna see? Bullrock, alright? Zamasu. That's Thwacky? So trying to sack Thwack. I'm still expecting this scary lion mon to come in. So I am gonna click ball. Maybe he goes for how much does Junior take from Adamant Banded Bullet Punch from this crazy mon? Adamant Banded Bullet Punch does, oh no, that's not Tera now. So it does like 41 to 49. So I do live it. This mon comes in! Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go into Comfey. Hard. Screw it. He's gonna withdraw. What's Frosty going out into? Magetta! You! Okay. Right. Comfey. I think I've still got Reflect up too. And I'm gonna get some Grassy Terrain recovery, which is lovely. Right. Check status. I've still got Reflect up. Please be Tera Ground. Okay, I'm going for the Tera Ground Tera Blast. I'm going for it. Let's do this. I'm pretty sure everything is now in range. Okay, it's gonna stay in. We should outspeed this mon. I think we've confirmed that it's banded Metagross. So, are you gonna do this for me, little Miss Comfey? Bullet Punch comes off. I am going to Reflect. Does not get a crit, which is lovely. We're going to go for the Tera Blast. This should knock out Metagross. Okay, Metagross goes down. Bulwark Mon. Gouging Fire. Max HP. Should do 58% min to that mon. We are going to get some health back from the Grassy Terrain. Come on, Comfey. Come on, Comfey. I believe in you, girl. I know this game has been a lot of messing around. However, how much does Comfey do to like Spadef Toad Scroll? Draining Kiss does like 17, so I am going to go for Pollen Puff. Hopefully not max speed. We do get the Pollen Puff off. Yes! That's 2! Okay, yeah, sorry. I know this game has been very slow. It started off very slow, you know, switching between Thugs and Tinglu. Tori and Tinglu. But, like, with Metagross and that Bulwark, I mean, if it wasn't Burning Bulwark, I'd be able to swap into my Sneasler and Palafin a bit more, but because of those 2 moves, and let me just check. Grassy Glide, priority. So it's just +1, so Draining Kiss should outspeed this and hopefully kill. I hope. I'm pretty sure it's just Banded Flaky. If it is, just like 38 to 45. I am just gonna go for it anyway. Come on! Yes! Comfey! What was I saying? So, yeah, the Burning Bulwark, obviously, if my Palafin or Sneasler came into contact with that Mon, they would have got burned, and like, it's kind of risking a throw. So, I didn't want that, because obviously I only had attacking moves on those Mons, so it's hard. But we got ourselves positioned in the end, and I think this should kill. Unless he's like fully Spadef, Gouging, this should just kill. Fingers crossed. Petunia. I adore this Mon, man. I think this Mon with Tera is just so good. Tera Blast comes off. Are we gonna knock out the Gouging? This Mon's crazy. This Mon's cracked. She's a crazy girl. This is a crazy, crazy girl. So yeah, that's gonna be GG's to Frosty. Again, I just want to apologize for the slower start to the game. I just was getting everything positioned, and obviously it worked out in the end for me. But I know it's not the most fun first like 20 minutes of gameplay, but especially after last week also, I feel like it's been a recurring theme recently. But we got there in the end, and Petunia is going to pick up her first 6-0 of the season, which is great. I love that. I think she's now my kill leader. She's surpassed Sneasler with 9-0. Nimbus is going to come in. We do see the boots on this. I did creep for this one also, I believe. I creeped for Gouging, so I should be able to just outspeed this, hit it with a Tera Blast, and be able to knock this out, which we do. Petunia with 6 big fat kills. Love her. Okay. Wow. Wow, yeah. Crazy. I think I expected Sneasler to do a lot this game, and in the end she did nothing, but you know, that's fine. We are going to pick up a 6-0 win versus Frosty, which is massive. It's massive for, I think we're now confirmed for playoffs? There's 9 weeks left. I could be wrong, so I don't want to say that and then me be wrong, but I think we might have just confirmed our playoff spot with that potentially. Unless I lose my last games like really badly. But yeah, that's a big win. Massive. It's just a big win. So yeah, GG's to Frosty. I just want to apologise again for the start of the game, but you know, I had to put myself in the best position. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been DarudeLeafStorm, and I'll see you all later. Bye guys.